Boy, it gets hot in here quick, huh? Really is. You know, people, stop breathing. And we'll have it cooler in here. Huh? Thank you. I forgot my speech. Questions? Questions? What would you like to know? Concerning your mother, your father, Who's got some mother issues here? I do. Yes. Yeah.
When you're just absolutely sick of being stuck in hurt and resentment, how do you get out of it?
How do you get out of it? You're not tired of it enough. People here, you're not tired of enough. A lot of people say, I'm sick of it. That's it. I'm through. That's it. No more. Personally, behind the wall, on a one-to-one basis, 99.99% of anybody who says that, basically, you're not tired of it yet. You got many, many more years to go. Now, people, really, it's because it's usually the person is so busy living the day. Now, really think about this. Now, first of all, I'm going to backtrack here. Because people intellectualize everything. And because everyone here basically is very professional at intellectualizing concepts, ideas, the words, that's your real problem. You intellectualize it, but what is your key is that you haven't learned to realize anything. You're so busy intellectualizing, jumping from stone to stone, from continent to continent, from storybook to storybook, and you feel so good and so comfortable because you're so clear, because you really do understand, but you don't realize it. That's the problem. That has to do with time and space. Now that brings it up now to the present, because I'm tired of it. I'm really sick of it. No more. No, you're not. No, you're not. And why people constantly take 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, 3 steps forward, 50 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back and forth all the time, is because your mind does not really understand time and space. You're busy living it. You're busy jumping from emotion to thought to situation to another situation. And the problem with time and space is that you can never trust happiness. Huh? You can't. You can't trust happiness to always come or to stay there in your life. You can't always trust someone who's going to be knocking on your door 24 hours a day to give you a present. Huh? You can't. You can't trust that no matter who you love, you can't kiss 24 hours a day. You can't, you got to eventually separate. Huh? No matter how much you want to be with it, no matter how much you love it, you got to separate. You got to separate. And imagine telling someone, I want to be with you forever. Yeah, right, until the honeymoon is over. That means forever. And so what we have done, literally, is that we play with time because we ignorantly don't really understand it. Because the reason is we get away with it. And everybody here gets away with it all. Totally gets away with it. Everybody gets away with it. Everybody gets by. Everybody gets away with it. Because time and space comes and goes. And because of time and space, all of a sudden the problem, the situation goes away. It goes away. You cannot hang on to a problem. You can't. It will go away in time. The one thing that is long enduring is depression. It can be long enduring. Illness can be long enduring. But most illnesses go away. You can't stay ill. Try hanging on to a code. Huh? Unless you get emphysema or you get any kind of other disease that follows it. You can't hang on to it. You can't. It's time and space, people. You got to understand you are living on a planet. And basically, because you've been taught to just go and get out there, get out the door and go do the life and go do your shopping and do your phone calls and do your errands and meet your friends and get disappointed and get hurt and hear a good joke and have a good beer and go do this and go do that, that somehow you think people are masters of time and space and all you do is play in it, but it's got you. You don't have it. And then when you have a problem and it constantly comes back at you, but all of a sudden it goes away, doesn't it? Your mother goes away. All of a sudden you're happy and you're laughing or you're doing this or you're really singing away, washing the kitchen floor, just having a great old time, and then the phone call rings. It's your mother. All of a sudden, there it is. Ruined your day. You can't trust it. You don't never know when it's going to come. So the problem is not understanding time and space and what it does to you. It's not your mother. Your mother's not the problem. It really isn't. Trust me, your mother's not your problem. She's not, people. She is not your problem. It's the ignorant of not understanding we live in a dimension, people. You're living in Ireland. That's your problem. Really. And if you were living in America, I would say, you're living in America. That's your problem. If you're living in France, I would say, hey, your problem is you're living in France. That is your problem. And each country has their own way of looking at this time and space and dealing with it. Everybody deals with it differently. You just got to figure out, how do the Irish deal with it? And how they play with it. And the one thing that is universal is a problem with your mother. You found out how universal that is? Huh? Oh, the father, same thing. Yeah, doesn't matter. Or a brother, or a sister, or an uncle, or an aunt, or your neighbor. It's all the same. But what changes is the context of time and space. The time and space of how the Irish look at it, if you really see how they deal with time, it's very different than the Americans or New Yorkers or the people in London. Very different. And that means that the mother can come and go a lot quicker or stay longer. Depends on how you deal with time. If you're slower, if your country is slower, the lingering of the problems of mother is going to linger. If you're a New Yorker, bye. And what do the Irish do? Bye, back pocket. Yeah, Ma. Yeah, I'm at the store now. That's how you deal with it. But you're not sick of it. That's really the problem. You're not really, really sick of it. Because time and space, mother goes away, you got a breath of fresh air, you got something else to think about, now you got a new laugh, and all of a sudden mother's not so bad. Until mother calls up again. So it is me that's dodging in and out of the shadows. It is, it's me that's kind of playing with it. Yes, it is. You're not really sick of it. It is you, people, that is the weaver of your life. It is basically you that has that very fine, refined sewing needle. It is you that has it. It is you that has been given to it. And it's a beautiful needle. And it is you that is the weaver of your pattern. It is you that weaves the pattern of your life. And as you weave it in and out, and you kind of pull that thread, and it's a little taut, time can be compressed, or you can kind of like have a lot of space in between the lines. And how you weave the pattern is how you weave the people to speak to you, to talk to you, to deal with you. And you can't blame your mother. You can't. You cannot blame your mother. Your mother is your mother. And you are you. To try to change your mother, try to change your own face. Very difficult. Plastic surgery can be done these days. Yeah. Some it destroys and some it helps a little bit. And some it can help. But it's basically time and space. And where you can really see the evidence of this, wait till your mother dies, and then what are you going to do with it? You're going to see what time and space really is and how it finally revealed itself. The reality between your mother and you, really, without the drama and out your drama and your mother's drama. The real feelings all of a sudden have erupted. Time finally shows itself. That was always there all the time. Or now, are you sick of your mother? For some people, you could say yes. Some people would say, yeah, I'm glad she's dead. But for most people, they would say, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I was really... That means you fell asleep under the context of time. That means you fell asleep under the context of space. And just jumping from store to store, phone call to phone call, jumping from thought to thought without it giving any thought about what the real relationship is, that your mother is just another person that has her personality and that's who she is, whether you like it or not. But she's your mother. And when a person is finally truly sick of it, they take the mother, they take the father, they take the situation under for what it is, without the blame. And either you buy it and take it full board, or you divorce yourself completely from it and pull away. Whether it's a month, or whether it's a week, or whether it's a year, or whether it is forever, you pull away. You make a decision. But people are just afraid to make decisions. You're going to hurt. You're going to hurt. But somehow we like to continue the pinch. Just pinch. Constantly pinch. Because we get by because you're not really bleeding, but you're pinching. Do not be afraid to disappoint people. And do not be afraid to hurt other people. Don't. A good dose of reality, to stop the pinching and just say a few words when you're really tired of it, to give yourself a little break. Give your mother a break. Give your father a break. It's okay that they're hurting. It's all right. It's better than continuously pinching very quietly behind everybody's back. As you see, the reality is your mother's going to pass away eventually, regardless, no matter what you do. It's going to come. Then what are you going to do? And that is your future. And whether you think this is bad news or news that's not nice to hear, it's a reality. And basically, parents really try to teach their kids reality. It's better to deal with reality than fantasy. And it's harsh. Reality is harsh, people, and it's not fair. Whether you like it or not, it is not fair, reality. It's not fair. It is designed not to be fair. Basically, when someone deals with it, we all know how healthy it is to deal with it. Let your mother be her mother, herself. Let her be herself. Don't try to change it. She has spent 50, 60 years, 80 years being her. Don't take her to a plastic surgeon. It's too late. When you're 12, 10, 16, okay. But she's too late. And then you truly acknowledge her age. You see, you just don't see her as a mother in her age. You see the hurt inside the head. You see the images inside. That's what you see. And that's what you can't get rid of. Next question.
Pride and shame. How to work and use intuition, especially when you're aware of that matter is opening to you. And you also told that intuition is gambling, is playing dice. Does this mean to stay
The question is about intuition and how one should deal with it, how one should look at it. You've heard me say that to use your intuition is like going to Las Vegas and gamble with dice. That's gambling. To use your intuition. And everybody falls for it. Everybody thinks, oh, this is what you do. Use your intuition, use your intuition, use your intuition. Intuition is kind of like what a lot of the Muslims do. That Allah is great, and when something goes right for them, they say, oh, Allah is great. When they get a good fortune. But when all bad fortune comes, they never say Allah is great. They never do. Have you noticed that? Huh? Have you noticed that? They never say Allah is great when something goes wrong. Never. Only when it goes for them. Only when it goes for them. Same thing, that's intuition. You're doing the same thing. Allah is great when it works, when you have the intuition and it worked for you. But have you noticed when it never works for you, you never say Allah is great? Have you noticed that about yourself? Who has done this? Who uses this philosophy? Just one?
Oh, which one?
The philosophy. It's the same philosophy.
Oh, who used?
That when it works, my intuition, God, it's great. It really works. And when it doesn't work, you never call it intuition. Have you noticed that? You never say it's my intuition. Oh, just bad luck. Who has used it? Who uses that? Oh, good. You got an honest person over there. Oh, only very few use that. We got a little pride problem here. I know you're all, very intuitive. Yes. I missed it. Pardon? Oh, yes. Yeah. He said Allah is great. Yeah, when I won the fight. Right. Oh, when he lost the fight. Well, that's interesting. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So be careful with this. Be careful. Look what you've done with yourself, with your head. Playing with your head. Oh, my intuition is wonderful. It's great. I really got good intuition. Except when it doesn't work. Then you give it another word. You put it in another category. Ooh. Hide and seek. What a wonderful game it is. Hide and seek. Ooh. I'm really good at it. Hide and seek. Hey, my neighbors do it. My friends do it. My boss does it. My employees do it. My mother does it. My father does it. My brother does it. My sister does it. Why not do it? Everybody does it. Let's play hide and seek with my own mind. I got great intuition. Oh, it's really, really good. Allah is great. The earth is still flat, people. The earth is still very flat. You're still playing games, kid games, with your own mind. Just call it adult games, but still kid games. Allah is great. As long as it goes my way, what I wanted, what I expected, what it should be, what it ought to be, what I dreamt for it to be, what I wanted to be. Other than that, bad luck. It didn't work out. Allah who? Air conditioner, please.
In this country, when things go wrong, they say it's God's will.
Oh, yes, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. I know. I know that. Since I've been coming to this country, I've heard that many times. But that has nothing to do with what I was saying. No, that's different. You know. Right? Yeah, nothing to do with that. No, nothing. Nothing. What went on here? Did that pertain to me? Let's stay with the subject. Is intuition real when it works? Jesus, the mind loves to rationalize. I just got to make it, As long as it works, yes, it's real. It's very real. Yes.
Like a loser's game, there's a winner's game and a loser's game. You say it's God's will. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, if it's God's will, there's nothing you can do about it. It was destined. You were fated since when you were conceived. The fate was there. Yeah, God did it. Hey, you got a real good friend upstairs. Yeah.
As long as I'm playing that game, I'm never going to get really fed up.
As long as I'm playing that game, I will never really get fed up. You can't because time and space. Time and space. A little God's will coming in, or excuse me, Allah. Huh? I mean, Allah goes away and helps somebody else for a while, and Allah, got there late, too late, yeah. It's time and space. The play of memories, the play of turning the head, the play of just blinking at the right time as not to see. Is that when Allah disappeared, when I blinked? Or turned my head? Is that when it happened? Or when all of a sudden I had to go remember something else inside my head? Then that was the intuition. Is that when it slipped in through the window, through the back door? The game of sophistication. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. Especially if it makes you money. Then it really gets good. Ooh, Allah is great. No, as long as it's correct. As long as you're correct, intuition works. What is correct? Oh, that's right. It's relative, according to what you think is correct. That's when it's correct. I don't know what's correct, actually. And when it comes to intuition and making, use your intuition, and if you turn right, all of a sudden, you meet the love of your life, your intuition is correct. It works. It works for you. Happy for you. No, that's a wish. Intuition equals some outcome that you wish that might happen. Yeah. I know, a lot of people have a lot of investment in this. I know, you've spent a lot of money going to workshops, developing your intuition. You got a big investment in this. I know that. I come from California. I could have taught thousands and thousands of people, develop your intuition, and you can think this is the greatest thing, and I could make you believe anything you want.
Emaho,
Oh, great, intuition, you know.
If you were open to the outcome of intuition, is that intuition?
If you are open to the outcome of intuition, is that intuition? Well, yes, that actually supports the reality, the reality that intuition is real. You know, you can do anything you want with this, yes.
do I play that with you in the sense that I had a question in my head and then, oh well, and now Ema went on for the whole afternoon about this, you know, that somehow I'm connected with you and that you read me and you then you answer my question without me asking you.
Well, you can
Or I
apply.
met you on the stairs
Yeah.
just when I needed to meet you. Or
You can call that, okay, you can do intuition with any of this. The question is, does that apply to when I think you're going to talk about this, or I meet you on the stairway, or you're going to talk about this all afternoon? Is that kind of like my intuition activating? Yeah, you can say, well, yeah, you can throw intuition in there. You know, you can throw it in there. You can throw it anywhere you want. Make it look good anywhere. You can apply it to almost anything and anywhere. But if you have an investment in this, you're in trouble. Because you're not going to like to hear this. Your investment is so strong. I know what you mean. You know, yeah, hey, man, Allah's great. Allah's great.
So it's really about personal responsibility.
It's personal responsibility, but that can only go so far according to your intellect, according to your knowledge of time and space, according to how well you know your mind, and how well you play the game of hide and seek. Yeah, it's not, I tell you, I know. If you got an investment in this, boy, this hurts. Man, you're going to fight this one. Yes. How does it differ from synchronicity? They're not in the same ballpark whatsoever. They have totally two different dimensions. You cannot equal the two, but a lot of people do. That's ignorance. They're not the same. Yes. Is there intuition of the heart? Yeah. And of the mind. Yeah.
Is intuition and gut feeling, is that the same?
Is intuition and gut feeling the same? It has been, let's say, put on the same table. You can do it. You can put it on the same table. You can put it on the same table. You can put two glasses on the same table. You can put both on the same table, but are they the same? No. Not at all. No. But if you haven't really thought about it, and all you do is because most people, they take this intuition because they've heard it. And you have no other references. And so it makes a little sense to you, and you grab on and run off with it, but you haven't really thought about it. It's not the same thing at all. It appears to be, it looks like that. It has shades of it, and that's about it, but it's not the same thing. Intuition is basically based on a hunch. They're hunches. Hunch. Yes. About.
You know, developing my intuition.
Right.
It's about not trusting myself because I feel but I haven't trusted.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. When a person has low self-esteem, and they have been robbed, literally, the self-esteem, the self-confidence about themselves, about not. Let's say they have come to a point in their life, as a result of their past, that they have a hard time making decisions. Basically, that's really the issue. That's where intuition really came into view, and when it comes to decision making, that's all it is. And it became a wonderful factor of using certain words and putting a certain description to help make decisions. It does. It can help a person make decisions. That it can do. When Allah is great. And that's the good part of it. That is the beautiful part of it. Only when Allah is great, though. And again, I can hype all of you up. I can hype all of you up so much to the point you'll be running out of here, selling pencils. If I got you to sell that, these are the best pencils in the world. I can hype you up and really get you to believe it. Yeah. And you'll use your intuition. I can teach you that, and you'll be running all up and down and sell everybody in those block pencils. And they would love it. They'd be so happy they bought your pencils because your intuition was great. You walked in at the right time in the right space, and you're all hyped up. Easy. Confidence. Stability. Your past. Contemplation. Understanding one's ignorance. Understanding time and space. All this is so important to have. If you find yourself that you have a hard time making decisions, just know that it takes years and years and years to develop confidence in making decisions for yourself. But you don't have to gamble. Don't gamble with your life. That's what people have done with you. That's how come people have lost their confidence in learning to make good decisions. Everybody's gambling all the time. And so people find themselves even more lost in the forest. If you want to find yourself, it has nothing to do with Allah, it has nothing to do with God. It's just actually learning to make decisions, because that's the whole point. Where this intuition phenomenon came into view. And people are making lots of money teaching people how to make your intuition. People are buying it right and left. Come here. Come here. All right. Decisions is something that it's almost either you got it or you don't, basically. That's where decisions really come down to. Either you got it or you don't. And if you don't have it, you're gambling. You don't know what's going to happen. You really don't have any foresight of really what's going to be happening. Because you're gambling. If you got it, you have some idea. You have, give me binoculars, please. Going to help you develop decisions. So you don't gamble. It's not. Gambling is fun if you have a lot of money to burn, and you can afford a lot of mistakes. Then use intuition, all you want. Okay? Okay? Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I got it.
Everybody's got it.
No, it was great. We're really great.
All right. Gambling is great and it's fun, providing you have the money to spend, to waste. Intuition is great and fun, providing that you can afford to make a lot of mistakes. Huh? Okay? Okay? Then use all the intuition you want, because you can afford to make all the mistakes. Because they're going to be made. Because it's not going to always work for you, unless Allah is there by your side 24 hours a day. And I don't know, but I know Allah is on your side, Irish. I know. Huh? Is that right? You're special. Yeah, I know that. Okay. Decision making basically is really the issue. And the reason people go to these particular workshops because nobody's really taught you how to make good decisions and develop that foundation of making decisions. That's the problem. And most families don't teach their kids how to make good decisions because everybody's too busy living, too busy working, too busy having fun, too busy going to friends' houses, too busy drinking, too busy looking at TV, too busy with their chores. Too busy being tired. Huh? That's the problem. Because to spend the time to make decisions, to teach someone to make decisions, it takes a lot of quality time to do this. A lot of effort. A lot of very condensed, sharp focus effort out of your busy time. Yeah. Decision is very much like binoculars. To make a decision, to make a good decision, very much like having a very good set of binoculars, because it has to do with time and space. Decision has a lot to do with the past, the present, and the future. A decision is done in the present. It's always done in the present. Too many people make decisions of the past. And some people, good people, make decisions in the present is because of the future, of what they see. Foresight. Okay? Not hindsight, foresight. Okay? All right, decision. Decision of to find a good man. Okay? Okay? And you're short-sighted. Okay? You got I know you got perfect sight, but you got to pretend with me. Okay. All right. You can't really see up close. Okay? And over there is a good mile away, way in the background. And you want to, and you need to have some clarity, some form of clarity. A good decision, if you have it, it's like having a pair of binoculars, and you can see ahead into the future. So you can make better decisions. The clarity of seeing someone far ahead. And we have this in our brain, people. You have the capacity, you have the telescopic capacity and the microscopic capacity inside your head. But people don't learn to use it. They don't learn to think like that. Some people are forced to think constantly into the past. Not so nice. Decision is future-based. Decision is past-based. The decision itself is present-based. These three factors. So we're dealing with time and space. Right. So, what did you see? Could you...
It's really blurred.
Okay.
It's clear now.
Okay, yeah. Your decision-making process, because now it's getting clear, she's adjusting the focus, so her decision-making processes in her brain-mind combination is getting better. Clarity coming in. She's picking up data. The brain's picking up data. It needs data, people. We need data. Time and data. Data. Information. Data is nothing but information. Data. Information. Data. Information. Time and space. You're pulling in the future. You're pulling it in. This is what's helping. This is food. The brain, mind needs food to make good decisions. Good data. Need lots of data. You got to give it the time and the space to acquire the data, the food, the nourishment, to pull it in. So, what's happening?
I'm just looking at people along the back row, because that's the closest.
Oh, yeah.
Just looking at all the faces, they're really clear along the back.
Ooh, is that nice? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's really nice. You get to see differently, don't you? It's not looking at the same just without a pair of binoculars. Their faces look different. They look very different, huh?
Yeah.
You see the spinach in that one person's teeth there? Lunch. Just lunch. Look at them. What else is going on?
I think some people are kind of self-conscious because I'm...
Ooh, yeah, you're
looking.
scanning. Yeah, this now. Yes.
I get the feeling some people are, I don't know how I look to you, but that you're aware I'm looking at you through the binoculars.
Yeah, it changes the focuses in the brain, doesn't it? You begin to feel different, huh? Don't you feel different about them back there?
Mm,
Do you
yeah.
feel more confident or less confident?
More confident.
Yeah, right. More confident. And you didn't have to do anything but use a pair of binoculars. So, to make a decision, what has happened? To make any form of decision about the people in the back, it's a little bit easier now for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because of data using time and space.
Well, taking the time to just slow down
Yeah,
and look.
right, right. Taking the time to slow down and look. Hmm? People think I need to make a decision now. Huh? Huh? Not good. Not good. When I realized that I did not know how to make good decisions, I had to completely throw out all my philosophies and start all over again from day one about my, you could say, what I think of a chair, of a head of hair, a wall, a speaker, some glasses, some clothes, carpet, everything. I had to start to look at everything so I become more familiar so I can pick up data for my head. But I had to give myself the time and the space to do this without making a decision because it's too early. Oh my God, I see what you mean. See? So see, you have to give yourself plenty of time and start to learn of this world. Just learn of this world. Learn how things work. Just learn how things work. Go study a car engine. One of the best things that you could do is learn how a car engine works. Learn how internal things work so they're not a mystery to you. Learn how to put a brick on another brick by using cement and another brick and another brick. You put the effort into it. Go dig a trench. Go dig a trench. Even though you got to work. I'm sorry, but go dig a trench. You want to see what a clean kitchen is? To make a decision what it is to really have a good clean kitchen? You got to work. Work it. Work it. Pick up the data. Do it for your brain. Do it for your head. You don't need to make decisions now. I gave myself plenty of years not to make any major decisions because I realized I was too ignorant. My brain did not have a good enough data. I was dreaming. I had inappropriate information. I was misinformed because I misinformed myself. Time and space. Give yourself the time and space to learn everything all over again about what really is paper. Go study how paper is made. Study what they do to the trees. Go study how many years it took to invent this? How long?
I don't know.
Guess. Come on, think about it.
That particular pen.
No. A pen. A pen. Not a pencil, a pen.
10 years?
Oh, boy. Okay. Huh? Millions. No. 100 billion. Billions of years. Billions and billions of years. The dinosaurs tried it, but they never got past their toenail. They did graffiti on other dinosaurs. Did you know that? They were the first graffiti people. It's true. They were the first graffiti, especially the raptors. They used their toenails to do graffiti on other dinosaurs. That's where graffiti started in our world. Hey, Human beings, I have no idea how long human beings have been in existence, and that is always changing and fluctuating. It's going further and further and further and further back. Millions of years. People, you need to get confident with pencils and pens. This is not your enemy. It's not your enemy. Get to know the real purpose, the real value of a pen, of a pencil. You've got to know this. If you do not respect this, this is just a pen. If you cannot respect this, you cannot respect your own mind. You cannot respect your parents. You cannot respect your grandparents. You cannot respect tradition. You can't. You can't. There's no respect for time and space. This is where you start. So forget about making any decisions, okay? Okay? Give yourself 3 years. Okay? Don't worry about decisions. How old are you now? 37. Okay? Nope, you're still young. You're still very young, huh? Wait until you're 40. But the next 3 years, you go find out how about pens. Okay? Go learn all the inventors. You know what it is to have electricity? Go study how long it took. Candlelight, whale light, whale oil, oil, you know. Learn everything, you know, paint and washing, to have plumbing, Get yourself educated first. When the data increases and you get to understand, it takes the goblins out of the head. It takes the sewer gulls out of the head. You understand those words? Okay. If you're English, you do. If you're from the no. Goblins, sewer gulls. Sewer gulls. Why would you equate a sewer gull? A bad thought? No. Hey? A troll. Troll, yeah. Mischievous kids, you know. Yeah. Okay? Go educate what it took to get Cork up. For the village of Cork. Learn about the people, the struggles, and the strains. You know, learn everything about the city. About the rivers flowing through. You know, the boats coming in, the boats sinking, and the storms. Get the data in there first. Learn about this, the power of this. It's beautiful once you understand it. People, if we are insecure with the external environment, guess what? You're going to be insecure in your internal environment. There's two environments. This environment and everything outside of you. If you fear everything out here, guess what? You have to live out here, don't you? And that's what I found out. I found I was so ignorant about my external environment, no wonder I had fear. Wow. Get the demons out. The demons is ignorance. I taught my sons, just because a grown-up with gray hair and a suit, it doesn't mean they're intelligent at all. You can put any monkey in a suit. You can dye any monkey gray hair. You can, people. Just because a grandpa's a grandpa doesn't mean they have wisdom. Age has nothing to do with intelligence or wisdom. Experience you can gain, yes. There are more young kids, more intelligent than most men. Life is an illusion. When I see a young boy, I see an old man. When I see an old woman, I see a young girl. The adult community fools too many people, and they're fooled themselves. There are a lot of adults that are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And a lot of adults don't know what they're doing. You got to start somewhere in your life and find out about you. You're just as intelligent and as confident as anybody else, as even me. The difference between us is that I have more data. I've learned how things work, and I don't fear it anymore. Huh? 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 There's really no great secret out there. It's just give the time and the space to learn. The adult world has scared most people on this planet. They really have. That's because when they were kids, the adult community scared them. And the reason they are the way they are is because when they were kids, the adult community scared them. Passing the baton on and on and on and on and on and on. So life is suffering. Life is not suffering at all. You can make as best decisions as I ever can. You just got to give yourself the time and the space to acquire the data. Okay? And if you have to make a decision, hey, don't ever say, hey, it's right or wrong, or Allah's on my side, or God is on my side. Never say it. Do this. Save yourself a lot of trouble and do it with wisdom. No matter what decision you make, people, let's see. Let's see. And learn whether it is right and learn whether it is wrong. It's data. To me, it's all data. It's not a good decision or bad decision. It's just a matter of acquiring more data, more versatility. The more bad decisions I make, the smarter I get. Did you know that? The greater the failure I become, the richer I become later. Yeah. Ooh, I'm understanding. Huh? So, no matter what my direction, I'm going to win. Wow. Ooh, sweet. Huh? 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 Make a decision. This or this? Wrong. Now, no. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do with it? You made a wrong decision.
How do I know it's wrong?
I said it's wrong. No, it's wrong. I said it's wrong. When society says it's wrong, it's wrong. Huh? You speed, you get a ticket, it's wrong. Huh? You open up the door at the wrong time, it's wrong. Huh? Okay? It's wrong. Now what are you going to do with it? What did I just teach you?
I'm still going to go with it.
No, it's wrong. No, okay, yeah. All right. I said it's wrong. It's wrong. Okay. Okay. That's it. It's okay. Okay? It's okay. Okay? Make a decision. Wrong. Now, what do? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Now, learn from it. Learn from it. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. So what I did, I went like this. That's wrong. I did something wrong. Okay. Make a decision. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, no, okay. See, this is what you want. You need data. It's not right or wrong. It's not the point. The point is you need data. It's not being wrong. It's not being right. The point is you need to accumulate more data. Huh? but you need to touch. You need to say something, okay? All right. Wrong! Now what are you going to do? It's okay. It's okay. But what you do is you go, okay, what did I do? Okay? Oh, let me see. What did I do? I went over and, okay, it's wrong. Okay, okay. That's it. This is how you work it. Okay, that's how you work it. Make a decision. Wrong. Now, what are you going to do? It's okay, but notice how you did it. Wrong. Okay, notice how you did it. Look at your hand. Look at your hand. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's okay. And it's okay. Okay? It's all right because hey, you got to say, Emaho, I need to accumulate data. I need more data. Okay, tell me.
Oh, I need to accumulate data. I need more data.
Do you really need it?
Yeah.
Yes. Make a decision. Wrong. Yeah, it's okay. Make a decision. Wrong. Yeah, it's okay. Make a decision. Wrong. Good. Just keep going. More data. Good. Make a decision. Better. Not as wrong. Make a decision. Wrong. Data. Keep getting data. You need, okay? Better hope that I don't go away. That you pick up enough data to get it. Okay? So you got to become, okay, come on. Keep telling me. Make a decision. Whoa. Better. Whoa. Make a decision. Better. Whoa. You made a decision. Can you feel it? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Touch, people. Touch. Go touch it. It's how you touch it. It's how you reach out. It's how you speak out. Touch. Go touch. People are afraid to touch. Huh? Make a decision. Wow. I'm impressed. Huh? So you go back home with each step. You got to do each step. Make a decision. Right? Make a decision. It's okay. You're wrong. It's okay. Make a decision. You're wrong. It's okay. So wrong becomes, a door opener to more data. Because you get another opportunity. Huh? Okay? There's really people, there is no great secret to making decisions. Just give yourself the time and the space to accumulate data. Learn of it. And don't be afraid that you're wrong or that you went down the wrong street. Learn. Just learn. Oh, it's nothing but opportunities so you can make better decisions later. Huh? So there, in essence, there's no such thing as really being wrong unless the judge tells you you're wrong. Then you're wrong. Or your mother. Okay? Okay? You're welcome. Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me see. Use your intuition. Was it intuition? No. Your whole being did it. Huh? You did it. Huh? You did it. Huh? See? Break.
I'm going to, can I just ask you a question?
Uh-oh. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Uh-oh, who's that? Ooh. No, you don't excite me. See? Heartbeat. To get to know your own heart, teach yourself from scratch. Re-educate yourself as a baby would learn to crawl on the belly, on all fours. Make that decision. Make that decision. If you're wrong, it's okay. Wrong becomes not wrong, but decision, an opportunity to gather more data. Just get data, give yourself time. You know, running a large company, to be a CEO, to be a manager, it doesn't really take much. It really doesn't. It just takes time, effort, and a lot of data. And then some courage. There's nothing to be afraid of this world. There really isn't. Fear of an enemy that attacks your country, yes, that's good fear. That's healthy fear. But everything else, no. You just acquire and learn. Because once the data is in there, it knows. It just naturally knows. But like in your case, every step is a decision. Everything you touch, but go to touch it. Go to touch it. I remember I used to have extremely cold hands. So I had, you could say I was always under stage fright. And I realized I had fear of the external world. It was too big, too big. And by just putting the time and the effort, the world became my world. This is your world. And it's nothing to fear. And for most people, if you find yourself with cold, clammy hands and cold feet, it's, I mean, it varies on a case-by-case basis, because a lot of the time it's just a little stage fright, just a little inappropriate fear. And it could be appropriate fear too. But appropriate fear very rarely comes in one's life. Appropriate fear is walking close to a ledge, or you're swimming in an ocean, or there's sharks out there in the ocean. That's appropriate fear. Or you're almost you're in a car and there's like an accident. That's appropriate fear. Inappropriate fear is of people, unless the person has a gun. That is appropriate fear. If it's just a person talking or yells at you or whatever, that's inappropriate fear. So appropriate fear is necessary and healthy, and we need it. Is that intuition? No. Not at all. Not at all. What is it? It's real. You feel it here, don't you? That's gut. This is not intuition. The gut does not throw dice. Do you know that? Gut feeling does not throw dice. It's a matter of whether you listen to it or not. Are you throwing dice? No, you're just not listening to it. If you listen to it, okay. If you don't listen to it, that's your choice. But you're not throwing dice. You just are not listening to it. And that's what it really is. It's to learn to listen to your gut. And now, you know, let me do this. Let me see. Give me some pins. Yeah, give me some pins here. I'm going to stop writing here. All right. Okay. Wish I had a big table here, you know, and then I can demonstrate this for you. All right. You know, a lot of people are learning I Ching, huh? You know what, or I Ching or I Ching, whatever you want to call it. You know, what do you call it here in Ireland? I Ching. Okay, all right. It's I Ching here. It's I Ching someplace else. What else? Tarot cards. Huh? Okay. Tarot cards. What else? Huh? Ruins. Okay, ruins is another one. What else? Tea leaves. Tea leaves is another one. Dice. Dice. What else? Numerology. Okay. Yeah. Huh? Hands. Palms. Yeah. Palmistry. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah. The pendulum. That's another one. Bones. Throw the bones. What else? Astrology. Yeah. Astrology. Okay. All these, they all have their relative place, and I have seen all of them work. I've really seen all of them work. You could say in their own unique place. But it doesn't apply to everybody all the time. Very rare it applies. And why does this work? I've seen, I tell people, you know, astrology, you know, everything, 'cause I've done it all, okay? I've done it all. but it's because it works very much, you could say, with the gut feeling. It's all really the gut feeling in here. The gut feeling is not on call 24 hours a day for you. Did you know that? It's not on call 24 hours a day just because you want to call it. Let's say you want an answer. It's not going to just come up and give you an answer or give you that gut feeling, you know. It's not going to do that. It won't. Good luck. Might as well talk to the wall. And so what people do, they think by doing all this stuff, it's going to call out not intuition or not this other magic, but they hope to call out the gut feeling so it activates to get an answer. If there is something, some reality that is necessary for your life to some degree, something in there where there's some reality in it, and you want to ask, it can happen because there's reality in it. That will activate the gut feeling. And that, in essence, is what activates throwing. I'm going to use the I Ching as a good reference point because it's throwing the sticks. Has everybody done that? Who has not done I Ching? Raise your hand. So, oh my God. You are really behind. I got to bring California to you. All right, okay, I got to find something then that you can relate with. Oh boy, that's a good one. That's a good one because it's so clear. So I don't need these pins. Well, wait. Maybe because I can use it because of the. You can apply it to everything else. Okay, so I'm going to use it as a point of reference. Okay, I Ching, it's unique. It comes from ancient China, and it has the same qualities and the same magic as everything else. You can get some very, very good answers at the right time. I mean, very appropriate. It can just be right on at the right time. It's really something. It's really unique. And what it is, it's a bunch of sticks that you kind of like hold up like this, and you release, and the sticks fall. And then, according to how the sticks fall, they have this code according to the sticks, and you can read the code, and you get an answer. And it's not like something that's clear, direct. The answer, you know, it's relating. You can really relate with it, provided that you hit it at the right time, provided that you're very sincere, provided that it's necessary. Okay, it relates. So when they fall, and then you go back to the book and look at the code and do the code, it's startling. It's so startling. And I dived into all of this, you know, to see what it is. And then I was trying to find, because I was trying to find answers too, you know, with the pendulum, and, you know, I did all that stuff. And then I also did it with cards, you know, with tarot cards. Has everybody done tarot cards here? Oh, okay. How many have not done it? Oh, that's even better. Okay, so it's better. And tarot cards is very much the same thing as this. It's the same thing, and there's a magic behind it, provided that your gut is activated. If the gut is not activated, all it is just sticks. That's all it is, just sticks falling. And what it is that the gut it's always scanning, because this is where the mind is. The mind is here, people. It's not here. You're here. This is where we are. This is where our mind really rests, here. And this is always, you could say, it's kind of like scanning out like octopus, you know, just tentacles, just constantly feeling out. Everybody is psychic. Everybody is. Everybody is constantly scanning 380 degrees around. If you could see this, it's just constantly And it depends on the person's self-awareness. And if the awareness is real sharp, wonderful. And it depends on the person's consciousness or lack of consciousness, how they are going to relate with something that is happening, that the gut is scanning, feeling out there, sensing out there already, and coming back and giving you information, especially if it's necessary for you. But it doesn't always speak to you. You know, it's not designed to do that. It's designed to help you in certain incidences. And it doesn't gamble. It knows. It sees. It really does see. It really does know. And it's just that we have literally lost, most people have literally lost the faith into this voice. They have substituted this voice for the voice of reason and logic. Upset the whole balance. And what is the voice of reason and logic? Profit, gain, what can I get? Oh, that's 2 more sticks. Oh, that's 3 more marbles. Oh. Life is a living process. It's not a matter of what you can get. It is a relationship. Logic and reason wants to sell relationships because it gains from it. And this reason and logic becomes their voice. And pretty soon they don't listen to it. And then people try to figure all this other stuff out because all of a sudden reason and logic can work sometimes, but it doesn't always work. And so they start to do all this other stuff by throwing the sticks or their tea leaves or whatever, so they can find some form to, so they can, And all it is, it's just learning to be sensitive to your own gut feelings that don't always speak to you. Because they don't always speak. Only when the situation calls for it, it will speak. It didn't say, pick up your left foot, bring it down, pick up your right foot. No, that's a little too fast. No, there you go. No, pick up your left foot. Look to your left over there, something over there. No, look to your right, there's something over there. Ooh, look down over here. Do you see this ant? Oh, look, this ant you were going to step on it. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. It's very sensible, very mature, very sensible, very old voice. It's like a great grandpa. It's like a great grandma that loves you and watches the child grow up. Doesn't want to get in the way. Wants you to grow up. Because in time, once you reach a certain stage, the gut feeling, the voice goes away. You no longer need it. Now you have your voice. And this voice, you could say, it's a voice of conscience. That's really basically, it's a voice of conscience. And the voice was very, very loud at one time. And people basically have lost it for the voice of reason and logic. And then they throw sticks, they do this, they do that to somehow reactivate it. And a lot of the times, you got to make a decision. It's not going to speak to you because it's there's nothing in it. You may think it's important, but it's not important. Then you got to do it yourself. Well, that's too bad. That's what it takes. You get out there and you learn. Go ahead and make that mistake. It's okay. This is how you learn. Go ahead and trip. Go ahead and be wrong. Good. This is what you need to do. So you get smarter. But when that voice does come out, it's for a very good reason. So in essence, when the help is really necessary, the voice of gut speaks. When it's not, It's your job to do your own thinking. You see? Huh? Huh? The people who tend to know me, they've learned about my questions that I will put out and the answers that I will usually give you. Go ahead. Bump your head. How was it? Wow. Well. Huh? Huh? Data. Just more data. Smarter. People, it took me 40 years to finally really understand. 40 years of my life to finally understand. And I worked hard at it. Very hard. And I didn't think I'd ever get it. And because the reality was I was too far behind. The reality was I felt I was too ignorant. The reality was I just felt I just didn't have it. But I was okay with it. I was okay that I wasn't going to make it. Because that's the reality. It's okay. At least I'm okay with it. And I know. But keep accumulating data. That's what the sunrise is all about. Another day to do it. And you get another day. 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 God, there's really something about sunrises and sunsets. Just not for a postcard. There's a very good reason why the sun does go away. It's all but a moment. Claim it. This is your world. It is your world, people. It's not the point of how much land you owe or how much money you owe. That is not the point. It's your relationship with your world. That's the point. So when you're left on your own and no gut speaking to you, hey, now, that's your school. That means you're in school. The trouble with too many people in the Western world is that they gave up, and once they finished high school or college, that was it. You finished. You stopped. Love your brain. Love your brain. And what is the nourishment for the brain? Not just learning. Data, not just data. They can be bad data, junk data, pure data, wonderful data, terrible data. Stimulus, what kind of stimulus? Huh? The unknown. That's right. That's right. The unknown. Ooh, good. The unknown. when I realize that, I realize what I'm going to do, what days, what full moons I have left, what birthdays I have left. I am going to learn of the unknown as much as I can before I can no longer open up my eyes, before I can no longer hear, before I can no longer touch, before I no longer have a heartbeat. Because in time, all that data, all that unknown will become known to me. In time. I don't know when, but in time. And a relationship will start to be established with deeper roots, stronger foundation. There'll be more hope, more clarity in time. In time. And remember this, it's not how long you live, people. It's not how long you live. That is not the point. Do not waste your time thinking like that. It is the quality of your day, it's the quality of the time that you have. That is the point. The unknown, let it be your highway. The unknown, let it be your freeway. Let it be your path. The unknown, let it be your trail. The unknown. And just remember, in our dimension, there's a very good reason why there's so much black space. Why there's so much black space and very little light in this universe. There's a very good reason. And there's a very good reason why the sun goes away and we have nighttime to take away our light so we cannot see. There's a very good reason. There is no human being on this planet that is better than you, and there's no human being on this planet that is less than you. All anybody can be are just brothers and sisters to each other. That's it. Some of us are just older, and some of us are just younger. That's all it is. Give yourself plenty of time to get older. Do not hurry. Do not push it. Do not be premature. Be kinder to yourself. There's no reason to suffer, but if suffering is there, learn it well. And do not complain, but learn of it well. There's no such thing as bad luck or good luck. That's ignorance. But if you have bad luck, you could say you can turn it around. And if you have good luck, you can turn that around too. But be kinder to yourself. Be much kinder to yourself. Be kinder to your mind. Be kinder to your thoughts. Be kinder to what you hate. Be kinder to what you dislike, and be kinder to what you fear. And don't forget, and if you just contemplate this very short statement, it will walk you out. Because it really is, and it really is the most beautiful unknown that eventually becomes known. That the greatest prayer of all is not coming from a book, it's not coming from someone else's mouth, it is just simply coming from your own heart. And if that is the case, what am I going to do with my enemies? If that is the case, what am I going to do with my hatred? If that is the case, what am I going to do with my anger? If that is the case, what am I going to do with my ignorance? If that is the case. If that truly is the case, my ignorance, my anger, my hatred, my jealousy, my enviness, it is all me. It's all right. I am dumb sometimes, I'm ignorant sometimes, and sometimes I'm stupid. And sometimes I run into a wall or two. It's okay. I'm a storm. I'm a silent day. I'm a plugged up river. It's okay. That's what I come down here to be a human being for. To be all of this. As is the nature, so am I. I am not better than the nature. I am not more intelligent than the nature. I am of the nature. As we learn to be kinder to the animals outside, we start to be kinder to the animal inside and not fear it. Well, tomorrow for the fire dance, you bring your inappropriateness, bring your ignorance, bring your intelligence, bring your brightness, bring your joy, bring your happiness, bring your anger, bring all the storms, bring all the beautiful days, bring all the plugged up rivers, bring the swamps, bring the clear, tall, crystal spring rivers and streams to the fire dance tomorrow. All of it. Bring your scars, bring all your rights and wrongs, bring your data and your lack of data. Bring it all. Because we're all of it. I'm no better than you, I'm no lesser than you. Just a brother and just a sister. An uncle, an aunt, a grandpa, a grandma. A child, a young man, and an old man. That's all. You know, being an American Indian, we just not have our customs, but our way of being. And one thing that whatever makes an Irish, or whatever helps to make an Indian, is what helps us is to know your power animal. And once you know your power animal, you're set for life. And so to do the fire dance, I had to find my power animal. And once I traveled through thousands and thousands of miles, finally found it. Now I can do my fire dances. So I hope you find your power animal. But it's a long journey. You want to see my power animal?
Michael found his power animal.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's a hamster.
Yeah. You know, someone gave me a little bear. Not to give to me, but to keep for a while. To keep for a while. And I started to take this little bear to bed with me. And very strangely, I found myself so insensitive. Rolling over the little bear, suffocating it, grabbing it by the leg and pulling it. You know, highly insensitive. And throughout the night, I found myself so insensitive, so insensitive. And it shocked me. It literally shocked me, huh? How insensitive I am. And yet, I can find myself sensitive with a woman, but not with this. And so for a whole week, I just allowed my insensitivity to take place. And felt it, watched it. You know, throughout the whole night, I watched how I touched it, with insensitiveness. I watched how I rolled over it, you know, and I could feel something. Oh, this is in my way, you know. And then, now that I have accumulated all the necessary information, you know, the data, I got smarter with myself. I began to see that not just taking an act, I gave myself plenty of time to be insensitive with myself. I gave myself plenty of time to accumulate the evidence for my mind and for my heart to see where I really am with this little bear that this person had given me to take care of for a while. Even though it's an inanimate object, it's not something that is real. Yeah. And yet, there is basically, you could say, like a lack of respect and really a lack of caring. And so with all this new information, this new data, I went to change. Now that I got all the information, I can see where I was coming from and what the given situation is. Now I got something. Now I know what to do. And spent the next month changing the behavior, changing the insensitivity of myself inside. That I thought that I was so refined, and I found I was so gross, so gross. And how a person with innocence gave it to me to take care of. You see what I mean? And so when you find yourself insensitive, you find yourself doing wrong, doing harm, just don't change it, people. Don't be foolish. Do not be foolish. If you can catch yourself in the act with your hand stealing the cookies from the cookie jar, don't just pull your hand out. Leave your hand there and get the evidence. Your mind needs good, clear pictures. You need very good, clear pictures to see what you are up against. Too many people just pull it away and say, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'll take care of it. And you're not. That's why people keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over. Leave your hand in the cookie jar. Just don't turn over and pretend now that you are nice to the little bear. Watch yourself be insensitive. Watch yourself be rude. Watch yourself be unkind. Watch. Let it continue. Just watch the show. Watch the show. Continue as is. Don't play games with yourself. And once you have all the facts, you'll know, now it's time. Now I got the evidence, now change. So if you're a jerk, you make sure that you're still a jerk for the next month and watch yourself being a jerk. And watch what it does to the external environment. Watch how it affects the external environment. And watch how it affects you, the internal environment. Really, all there is in this world is the internal environment, you, and the external environment out there. It's nothing but a relationship and the interaction between the two. That's how you will change. Give yourself the time and the space so it becomes possible to change. And so now, when I sleep, the little bear is always there. I never roll on the little bear anymore. I've learned, even in the night when I sleep, I know. For those of you that have depression, depression is nothing but weight. It is nothing but weight. It is nothing but too much weight. That's all it is. Everything in existence, it's a matter of pressure, heat, lack of heat, weight, and what the gravitational pull within that given factor. When a person starts to become depressed, it is like you have literally stopped taking showers. You stop bathing. And after a week or two, after a month or two, you start to pay the price. You not only start to lose your friends, but you begin to feel that there's something not quite right. You could say the accumulation of the dirt and the grime, the accumulation of the sweat and all the bad body cells, and as it is for the mind. And this depression could, people get depression, and sometimes it has nothing to do with you. It could be a little time bomb that has something to do with maybe not getting enough of a vitamin or a mineral or something where the DNA just unlocks itself, a little time bomb erupted, and you're just destined to get it regardless. But whenever you feel a little depressed, it has everything to do with gravity and the weight that was in the framework of your depression. Think of words. What happens when people think of the word, let's say, hell or bad, hatred, violence? There's a weight associated with this. And what happens when people say lighten up or turn on the light or joy, happiness? The weight within itself of the frameworks of your thoughts, your feelings, everything starts to lighten up. So everything goes from featherweight to lead weight. Yeah. And this has to do with the gravity of the earth. And the gravity of the earth is what's constantly pulling on us all the time. And so when a person thinks in a way that where there is let's say, things associated with heaviness and lead, darkness, weight easily starts to attract itself. It's like when a person is, let's say they start to drink too much, or they start to take too many drugs, or they start to become, let's say they start to lose their faith. What happens is the feathers start to go away quite easily. And all of a sudden you start to pick up more and more weight. It could be grains of sand, or it could be wood or stone or whatever, but it's associated with thoughts and feelings. And pretty soon you got an accumulation in your pockets of all kinds of stones and that are a little too heavy to carry. And pretty soon you start to use words that are a little too heavy. And pretty soon more and more weight accumulates with thoughts, feelings, attitudes throughout the day. And when depression kicks in, it is just not a chemical thing, because it is basically a chemical thing. But it's associated basically with the feelings and the thoughts, which have, let's say, added another electron or another proton or another neutrino, or let's say another few grains of sand around that atom. And pretty soon you add this and you have lead, or you have silver, or you have copper. Then all of a sudden you're getting heavier and heavier. And it's just not the fat underneath your skin. And it's just not the size of your body, but it's literally the weight within your mind. Yeah. And once that mind reaches a certain, let's say, on the scale of a balance scale, once it reaches a certain, you start to sense depression. But depression started quite some time ago, because it accumulated weight. Things just don't happen, people. Nothing just happens. There is a transition. There is a starting point. And it is to become sensitive to these starting points. But we have to start to listen to ourselves. And throughout the whole day, if you spend just one good year thinking about that life has to do with pressure, weight, light, heaviness, gravity, your choice of words, how you look at the world, how you eat, how you look at people, how you look at yourself in the mirror. It's what starts to activate how much weight, how many feathers you are going to be using in your life. We can get as heavy as we want to be. You can start to accumulate all kinds of stones and bricks and everything to make yourself so heavy. And those of you that find yourself in depression, my recommendation is to get the evidence in your mind, like I did with the little bear. Go get some nice sacks, huh? And go around and collect some nice stones, really nice stones, huh? And just don't pick any stone. You want a stone that you know, that's my stone, right? And you put that stone in the bag and go around. If it takes another day, another week to find the next stone, good for you, because what's important is that you pick your stone, huh? But don't get real, huh? Just, something around like this. And go around and spend time and find your stone, put them in your bag, and carry this bag with you. Carry it through the town, carry it around, and keep collecting. And find out to see what it's like to accumulate weight and to substitute your life. In place of feathers, stones. Heavy thinking, heavy thoughts, a lack of hope, less light, and more heavy darkness, more heavy water. And as you start to carry and you start to see that it's bothering you, it starts to, affect your shoulders. It's pulling down, you're getting your back. Hey, well, yeah, that's what it is. That's what we do with our minds. And then pretty soon, I got a headache, or I can't do it. I don't feel like doing it. I'm a little too down today. Now you know what you've been doing. It's just that you finally reach that point where you have become conscious of it. But if you use the external world for what it is, like getting a sack, putting stones in it and carrying it, don't care. Don't worry about what people are going to say about you. That's their problem. Huh? Just tell them, if you're carrying around this sack and all of a sudden you got a bunch of fill and you're going like this, and and they say, hey, what are you doing with that sack? Just say, what sack? And just walk on. Okay? Okay? Just do that. Really, really do that. Huh? Because once you get it, of what it is, with weight, it's feathers and weight, people. Feathers and weight. You hate, guess what's going to happen? You start to attract weight. Weight starts to come towards you. It's everything's attraction. Repulsion, attraction. Repulsion, attraction. Repulsion, attraction. Without attraction, we are in trouble. Without attraction, we are going to be nothing but trees in the forest. You come to me. No, you come to me. No, you come to me. No, you come to me. We're all stuck with our roots. We need attraction. It's okay to be attractive. It is beautiful to be attractive. It is beautiful to want to see things that are beautiful, that attract you. Without it, we're just trees in the forest with roots embedded into the earth. Study the attraction and study the beauty of this. This is what pulls us together. And when the attraction and when the goodness is strong enough, we pull these roots out and we start walking to the next tree. We go to it. That's the effort we pull out. Throw a rock up into the sky and watch what it does. It's gravity that pulls it down because it is the weight of the rock. Throw a feather into the sky and watch what it does. The gravity will pull it down, but it all depends on the wind. As it is with your thoughts and your feelings, as it is how you look at this world. You could be as heavy as you want. You can turn a feather into a stone so quickly. Just with a thought, just with a change of attitude. the more you have mutated feathers into lead. And you realize that you're stuck with this lead, the more you're going to want to turn everybody else. You're going to look for those that have feathers, and you're going to want to turn their feathers into lead also. That's how it works. If my ship sinks, I'm going to make sure everybody's ship sinks. Huh? Check it out. Everybody just to me, just nothing but stone versus feathers. And there's a balance in there. And to understand this balance, and we do it with food, we do it with education, we do it with farming, we do it with business, we do it with communication. Try dancing with this sack of stones. Try. Try. Do it. You really should do this, people. You got to get the proof. Do it. Watch what happens when you're too heavy with your feelings and thoughts. And then dance. You got to do it. You got to see the difference. Even though intellectually you know the difference, most of you won't do it because you think you know it intellectually. You really don't. It has to be brought into the skin. It's got to be brought into the skin to get the evidence. Otherwise, it stays in the ethereal. Otherwise, it just stays in the air. The mind needs good, solid evidence, physical evidence. It needs to see the blood. When you're down in yourself, get the weight. Go get the sack. Again, get to see what it really is to be down. And then you have to decide what to do with it. You want to carry it again? Good for you. Roll over the bear. Get the evidence. See what it does to your life. See how it affects. You know, actually, when a community goes down, the fathers, the mothers, the grandfathers, the uncles and the aunts, they start to accumulate and exchange feathers for stones. The economy goes down. People start to get depressed. You could say on a psychic level, on a spiritual level, they're starting to throw away their feathers because of the hope. And they started to collect call it the ethereal lead, the ethereal stones and bricks, and put it over their shoulders. And it's the children that have to see this. And the children see this. The heaviness. And that's their future. And when the adult does not care, that's when society's in trouble. That's when Rome will fall. And if you find your sack full, the depression is strong, and you still have to walk the streets, you walk it well. That's your job. Why? Because there are kids out on the street. You walk with that sack well. Then it gives the kids hope. When things go wrong, you can still do it well. When things go wrong, you can still have good, appropriate pride. Huh? That takes courage. But do you care enough to do that? Do you really care enough to do that? But in order to be like that, in order to, you could say, to have this way of thinking, you have to care more than just for your own life and your own hurt and the own weight that you're carrying. You have to care more because it's the young ones. Life. It's light, gravity, pressure. We feel the weight as a result of this. And without the pressure, we can't feel ourselves. Without pressure, we don't move. Without pressure, we really don't work. Unless there's passion there, then there's no problem. We don't need pressure. And that's the magic of life. That's the beauty of life. But most of us need pressure to do anything. And if you don't like the pressure, get wise, get smarter with yourself, and get the passion kicked in. Then you need no pressure. Two ways to walk this world, with pressure or with passion. You want my advice? Pressure. Yeah. But then how do you find your passion? I used to think that it was finding your profession, your job, something that you like to do. But you got to pay your bills regardless. No matter who you are, you got to eventually pay your bills. And then I realized, if I get sick, then what happens to the passion? Get in a car accident, what happens to the passion? I get too old, forced to retire, what's going to happen to the passion then? So I figure that's not it. Just job is a job. Just get, pay your bills. And then what is it? Is it drawing? I can't draw at all. Forget that. Singing? I can't even sing. Forget that. I don't dance well. Forget that. After I started weeded everything out, because I had no real. I don't have any talent actually. I really don't. I don't have any talent for this or this or this. And once I came to terms with that, what am I going to do? So then, and I tried playing violin. My teacher said, she said, son, please find another profession. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Um, you know, and that took almost 15 years, you know, because there had to be something that is sustainable. That is sustainable whether I'm ill, sustainable whether I am, you know, on top of a mountain, in the valley, underwater, you know, looking at fish. It had to be sustainable whether I'm hungry, starving, or my stomach is full. And after so long and walking around, it became so obvious, but it was difficult. It was very difficult. That is basically just life itself. Be passionate with just life itself. Whether I'm in a closet and I have the light turned off, whether I'm underneath my bed or on top of my bed, whether I'm jumping on my bed or jumping out the window, I have my passion with life. What can take that away? Because I cannot depend on whether someone could steal all my money or my work could stop or I get too weak and I can't work anymore. You know, I can't trust that. No one knows. There's no guarantee. My plane goes down on the way back to America. No one knows. But to have something that is sustainable, not just externally but internally, and to know it. No one can steal that from me. No one can. No thief can take that away. And whether I work in a bakery or I live in the streets, I have my passion. People, really, the true relationship is just between you and your Creator. That's the true relationship. The real lover, your real lover, is between life and you. And this is something that you have to speak to yourself inside. No one can understand you. Don't be foolish with your life. Do not be foolish with your life. Do not expect anybody to understand you. Do not expect anybody to understand you. But you learn to understand everybody else. You learn to understand everybody else. Do not be foolish with your life and do not expect anybody to listen to you, to listen to your stories. But you be wise with your life and you learn to listen to everybody else's stories. Do not be foolish with your life and do not expect people to help you. But be wise with your life, but you learn to help others. The secrets, the mysteries are secrets to those who blink too much, who literally turn their heads at the wrong time, who literally distract themselves with cleverness. Life is not fair. It is not fair. It never has been fair. It is designed not to be fair. Otherwise, we would all be the same height. We would all have the same eyes, the same tongue. We would all speak in the same language with the same words. We would all have the same dreams. How boring that would be. Do not be afraid of getting hurt. Do not be afraid of getting disappointed. But watch what it does to you. Lightning will not come down and strike you. You will still survive the day. But you stand up and you have enough courage not to hate and not to hit back. No revenge numbers. But try to understand. To unlock the wisdom that is in everybody's bones. It's really no great secret, but it's a secret to all those who have numbed themselves too much. And where God is the voice of reason and logic, and basically they have just misunderstood. For reason and logic, it belongs to this earth. It has cause and effect. It is supposed to have cause and effect and consequences. This is what we come down to learn. Not to hide from it. Not to lock ourselves up. But to play and to dance and to trip and to fall, to make mistakes. To fail and to win. For all is nothing but a story in everybody's life. Another page to turn, another lifetime to live. And if you have to live out this lifetime, is that the way you look at it, then live it out the best way you can. But if you find yourself living this lifetime, it's best to live it well. And if you find yourself waking up in this lifetime, then wake up well. Make it a goal, because time will come and you die alive and not dead. Make it a goal. For to die alive, your day, to make it brighter, make it of feathers, and not of heavy stones. And when one truly has the faith and turned around the destiny to die alive, every day is so much alive. Full of hope, no matter what happens. Full of light, no matter how dark. Emptiness is just emptiness. Fullness is just fullness. And the scars are just scars. Be good to your life. Be good to your life. And to really be good to your life, that means you're going to have to try and be good to other people's life. Be more quiet with yourself, and you'll find yourself more. Be more quiet with yourself inside. Give yourself plenty of time to learn. It takes years to understand anything. Years. Give other people another chance. Do not hold on to your convictions, for if you do, you will not have a chance with your own self. Because there you will not give yourself another chance, and you will find yourself locked in your own cage that is well designed. Give people another chance and find another way in, find another window and another door, and you will find yourself giving yourself another chance. It is only then that forgiveness of oneself can take place. For as you look at others, so do you do it to yourself. So be very, very careful with that. You encage one human being, you encage yourself. You condemn one human being, you condemn yourself. You hate your father, you will eventually hate yourself. You hate your mother, you will eventually ending up hating yourself. Respect it all. You don't have to like or love your mother or your father, but hold the respect. For your parents are the two great doors that brought you into this life. Respect your society. You don't have to like your society, but respect it. And that is what holds the doors open. Respect it. Be steady. Steady. Be steady. Yeke teke 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 nesheka hanishini ha ha ha. Hi. Peace to your minds. Peace to your hearts. Peace to your life. Nete ha. experts. We're all professionals at finding everybody's weakness. We're all experts at it. And I'm so proud of us. But one of the secrets of life, that when you find everybody's got their own beauty, every home has their own beauty, and it's as obvious as Colette playing her violin. And to have the courage to see that. To have the courage to see that. So spend the next 25 years, the next 30 years, spend the next 40 years. If all you have is 1 year left, spend the next year left to search out the goodness, to search out the obviousness of the violin player. In the fire dance, there is no discretion to choose who did this or who did that. We're just all human beings, just trying to get along. If you have not registered, I'm going to ask that you please register, and we're going to do the fire dance. So would you please pick up your chairs? Thank you, Colette.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. What a beauty, Jesus.